Well, new details tonight about that deadly stabbing rampage in Queens that left 4 family members dead and the suspect shot and killed by police.
The suspect's been identified as a relative of the victims. He's said to have a history of mental illness.
Fox 5's Kendall Green joins us live from the Eastchester section of the Bronx. And Kendall, you were actually able to talk to some of the suspects' family members.
Yeah, hey, good evening, Stephen and Tasha. We've learned that 38-year-old Courtney Gordon, he was living here in the Bronx with his family members before they tell us his behavior began to change. And that's when a family member in the Far Rockaway section of Queens decided to take him in and suffered miserably for that decision. The question at the center of a brutal attack in the Far Rockaway neighborhood in Queens is what went wrong following the deadly stabbing that claimed the lives of 4 family members that included an 11-year-old girl, a 12-year-old boy, a 44-year-old woman, and a male in his 30s. One woman in her 60s was rushed to the hospital where she's still reported in critical condition. Monday, following the attack, the family of 38-year-old Courtney Gordon, who police accuse of the stabbing rampage, are sharing they'd been trying to help him mentally before running out of options.
I wanted him out because when someone have mental issues, you never know when they're going to flip.
His aunt, who didn't want to go on camera, took him in February and had to change her decision after saying his behavior began to change. Her son tells Fox 5 he saw those changes.
We just told him he can't be here anymore because he's causing too much trouble. He's making his mom cry. He's just doing a whole bunch of things that were very inappropriate.
My sister, I said to her, you have to try to get him a place because I can't be uncomfortable in my own home.
He went to stay with his aunt and her family, and Sunday morning, just after 5:10, police say he took their lives. He is also accused of stabbing 2 responding police officers with this knife. He was shot and killed by police. The wounded officers are both out of the hospital tonight.
We're not going to celebrate. So many lives lost. A whole family wiped out.
Now, at last check, police say the woman in her 60s is still in the hospital fighting for her life. We'll bring you updates as soon as they're made available. In the Eastchester section of the Bronx, Kendall Green, Fox 5 News.